Hi Taurus, this is Just with your June 1st, 2019 weekly reading. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So Taurus, two things. First thing, some of you, you may find it extremely difficult this week to get people to see things your way, or others doing that to you. For people to just let go and let God, as they say, just give in. Okay, just let it happen. Just let it happen. Don't question it. Don't ask any questions. Don't buck up. Don't try not to fall back into that Taurus way of bullishness. Let things happen, because there will be a lot of unexpected things happening. One thing in particular is going to happen very unexpectedly. So try your best to go with the flow. Some of you definitely this week will feel as though people are not accepting, or they're not grateful for the efforts that you're putting in. Okay. You may be dealing with a lot of stubborn people. You may get some kickback this particular week, and you may feel like I'm doing everything that I can for everyone else, or for you, a particular person. And I'm being met with a little bit of, again, stubbornness or conflict. Not dramatic like I saw an Aries reading, but again, someone being extremely stubborn. Hopefully this is not you. It's gonna end anyway. And also I feel like you're coming out of, because I was going to give you a little warning of, come out of that place of lack mentality. You're better than what you know. And I feel like you guys are definitely coming into that understanding, and you'll be knowing that for the next 8 months. By the way, this is not just for a weekly, like this is your new normal of understanding that, no, I know I can do it, and watch and see me do it. So again, all of these stubborn traits, child, you have 7 years because Uranus is coming for you. It's coming for every last one of you. So you have 7 years to settle into it. I feel by your 4-year mark, for most of you, you'll be completely changed person. But this particular week, I do feel like you are moving further and further away from a place of lack. You may have literally moved for some of you. And so you may feel like your finances are a bit depleted. You may have been welcoming family, friends. I get an elderly person or someone who's disabled, needing to literally take care of someone, needing to aid someone, or someone doing that with you. But this is more, I feel, Taurus is being the caretakers here. And because of it, you may be feeling like, well, I have all these people in my house now, or I have to deal with this person, or I have to take care of my loved one. I don't have enough money. You're like, no, I'm gonna make it work. Just when you doubt yourself is when it's gonna be proven time and time again this week that whatever you are stumped about, whatever you're thinking about, your thoughts become things. So think very positively, because people will come in and help fill the gaps for you this week. Very supportive week. I feel like some of you, again, may have had a house party or some type of homecoming, welcoming party, that sort of thing. Again, I get elderly person, because so it could be a father that you're taking care of. It could also be a mom, but I get elderly person. And children. So your grandkids, your small kids, their dad, or the father, your own father, grandfather energy is what I'm getting here. But the home, very much a welcome and stable place coming into this particular week. I do feel like if you're looking for work, now's the time. Now's the time to look for it, because you will get a lot of messages, ones that are quite positive this particular week. So get out there. It looks like you have a lot of confidence. You're taking on the Queen of Wands energy for you this week. So I do feel like you will attract a lot of people. You'll be kind of shocked at how people are reacting to you, because it's different than how they normally do. There's a lot of respect and a lot of, I feel a lot of respect, I would say, that Tauruses kind of usually get from people, but you'll find that people are pretty attracted to you. And the messages will kind of be a bit confusing, like, what? You may find that you create issues, or you are able to find that people are territorial over you, which is kind of cool, and also, mind-boggling all at the same time, right? So it's like, let them fight. Let them fight. Let them have their cake. Let it happen, as they say. I feel like you're very clear-minded this particular week, and you're thinking very logically, practically. Very good week for you guys, Taurus, this particular week. I feel like you're communicating in a way that will create results, and you have what it takes to get what you want. I cannot stress this enough. Think positive. Even if you try to think negative, it's literally will come from a place of, I'm not going to be able to do that. How would I do that? And as soon as you think of how you can do it, if it is not you coming up with the solution, it will be someone coming to you that will help, again, fill up those gaps. You have unexpected situations coming your way completely. You may even have a girlfriend, a daughter, or another female who's coming to you. You could be waiting on someone. They're coming to you and you may need to make a decision, or they do. Someone could be sharing their love woes with you, right? So they have two guys vying for their attention or that sort of thing. They don't know what to do. So you, again, as I said, some people's problems may become yours, but it doesn't seem like it's a bad thing. Again, I do see a lot of time thinking, ruminating. This is not going to be an alone week for you, like a time that you feel alone. There will be, again, promises, commitments, and I get new beginnings coming for you this particular week. It will go by really quickly, even though I don't have the 8 of Wands here. And I do feel like there's a lot of energy in the air. Everyone's coming with a lot of energy around you. And just when you think that you have a minute to kind of like breathe and just take a breath, something else comes up. Someone else comes knocking and scratching at your door. Yeah, I did say knocking, scratching. Just coming and showing up, because that's what's going to happen. A lot of people are going to come. Even if you're at work, you will find that people just come to your desk, ringing your phone. Like, there's going to be a lot of action, but good stuff, great stuff. This is an amazing time for you to start your own business or to really put a lot of time and attention in that thing that you want to see take off. This is the time now. Absolutely. And I feel if there's anyone around you, because I get two particular women that may be very much a main focus in your life at this time. And I did see, and I'm going to say it because I see it, someone may get some news that someone's getting out of jail. They're getting out of jail. And it's going to be like, oh, well, now we have to, plan a party and a welcome home party is what I'm seeing. And this isn't for all of you. Obviously, it's not going to be jail, but it could be somewhere where someone felt confined. They're now out of that. And now, someone's coming home, so to speak. It can be literal or figurative, but someone's coming home. They're coming to a better place, and there's time to kind of come together and have food and drink and that sort of thing. So I do see gatherings, festivities happening. As you get closer to your week, you're focused. You're very focused on your money, on the most practical things of life, working really hard, very diligent. And as you're doing that, someone's going to, again, come to your home unexpected, unannounced. There can be, I do get arguments, fights that are not happening with you. It's happening around you. Like, what the hell? Things like that is going to happen. I don't feel like, again, it will be Taurus, but there may be, especially if you have like a younger air sign energy, like younger people, I feel you will find that, or just immature people. But I feel these people may be chronically, they could be chronically, but chronologically, they could be younger than you, right? So mind the teenagers, I want to say, and the 20s, 30s acting more like teenagers. Because I do see, again, dueling, verbally sparring, but again, you being the witness of this. Now, when it comes to your advice, it says that, you're still processing some form of disappointment, some form of love going wrong. Yeah, we're dealing with love now. Love going wrong. And it doesn't have to just be love. It could be something that was disappointing to you in your particular life. And there's some form of needing to reconcile that, learning from it, taking what you can, which is positive, and moving along, right? There may be someone in your life that could be difficult, may have been difficult toward you, and allow them the time to, circle back around, to say their amends, to say I get goodbyes, to get closure. If you feel like that's something that you want to give someone is closure, because really you don't need another person to give you closure. It's just some people like to walk away knowing that they put a period on a sentence, as far as I'm concerned, but so if you feel like it's necessary for someone to get closure, you may feel like you need closure. But I do feel when it comes to matters of love, it's very difficult. Some of you may not be able to be very intimate this week. That may be difficult because there's people in your home. There's so much stuff going on that you're just not able to kind of have that time together. Or there may be a huge situation, a huge thing, like you've ended a relationship with someone and trying to get this person back and make them see it your way. or accept whatever changes they've gone through as a result of the relationship with you. Someone's not open to that. Someone's not seeing their part that they've done in a relationship now that it's over. I do feel like your home life is very stable. So for those of you who are in good, solid relationships, it's very solid. And this man is here to stay. I do feel like if you had any bumps along the road, you guys are ironing those things out and you are making a new pledge to work on things diligently. This man definitely is doing that as well. You may have been there for this person in a very chronic time in their life, a very critical time in their life, and they've been kind of thinking about this for quite some time. And I definitely see some of you being proposed to. And if it's not this week, it's being planned. Like, seriously, it's being planned. There is a proposal that's going to come toward you. There may be, again, two men for some of you Taurus women that are vying for your attention. They may know about each other. There may have been spats and issues from the past. Or it could be an ex-husband, the father of your children now versus your new lover. And there may be, again, for some of you, an issue that you kind of try to straddle the fence. And I don't mean that you're intimate with both, but you may have a codependent relationship with one, and now you're fostering something new with someone who's very independent, who knows themselves, who doesn't necessarily need you on that particular level. And that's what you've been asking for. He was calling for someone that's a little bit more healthy in that way. You have them now, but you can't disconnect from someone who's codependent. I would be very careful if you have someone that you've kind of allowed the monster to get out of hand, if you will, because this person could kind of damage your relationship. You're dealing with someone who's very, very sure of who they are and what they bring to the table. And so someone who may not be very self-sufficient, he can have all the money in the world, but mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, he may be very codependent. So someone's not self-sufficient in some way in their life, they can come and create problems. I do feel, however, that if you felt, again, as though life has not been kind to you when it comes to love, get out there if you're single. This is definitely going to be the week that you can definitely meet some quality men, quality people. If nothing else, just having a really great time with your girlfriends. You may see a bar fight. You may see, I get that. You get like this random fights. It's like, what the hell? But you will be quite alluring, I would have to say. So you may find that two men are vying for your attention when you go out with your girlfriends. And it can, at the very least, be a verbal battle between the two. I feel that you're very clear when it comes to who you want, what you're expecting, and be very clear with people what you want. I do feel like there's anyone that has been, again, codependent or doesn't match you emotionally. I feel that someone is going to try to rise to the occasion, but it will be temporary. So if you know that someone is just not up to snuff, it may be time to make some clear decisions. I do feel like, again, be careful about this person that you may be thinking about, because you have so much going on for you this week that really makes you feel good. If you've been thinking about somebody from your past, they show up now. They may literally show up at your door. I get someone showing up at your door just when you're like been thinking about them, or just when you're just like, I can't believe that I'm on my way to falling in love with someone. I never thought that I would be here before. I always thought that I would always, still have those feelings for this other person. And here comes this person. Here this person comes. So I get, again, interference when it comes to love. But again, it's really nothing that you could do about it. I feel very strongly for Taurus women. For Taurus men, however, I feel like you may be keeping things going, like keeping a fight going, keeping an argument going, or you just kind of can't get on the same page when it comes to you and your fire sign woman. If you're dealing with a fire sign woman, you've been waiting and trying to get on the right page with this woman. You're very attracted to her, but there's another man that stands in the balance between you and this woman. You have to ask yourself, is it really? Because in this whole dynamic where there's two men vying for a woman's attention, there's only one man that this woman wants. He has to be confident in himself enough to know that. Okay, so Taurus men, listen up. That is your advice. I think that some of you Taurus men are taking past hurts, pains, and experiences, and you're belaboring them onto new relationships. Be very careful, because you can lose someone that way. Taurus women, be very conscious of hangers on onto your relationship, because they can really damage what can be a very good and quite long-lasting relationship, someone that you've been asking for. So just be conscious and careful, because if you are, it doesn't even matter. You could be single, right? But if whoever is in this good energy, feeling good because of people, people and people around you, and there's other things you've been attending to, and so your focus is completely on you and what you have going on, and you're feeling happy again. Somebody that is very codependent toward you, they need some form of validation, and no, they will not stick around. And yeah, you can count on them to do whatever they've done in the past. They're coming back. But how is that so surprising when we have Mercury in retrograde coming up, right? It's probably going to be everybody's theme. Somebody's coming back. So kind of that's what I'm saying. But I really want to look a little bit deeper into this new person that you guys are going to be calling in. If not this month, definitely. And by August, you're calling in a new person. And if you don't get things taken care of with this old person, yeah, like I said, that you could be missing out on a really great thing. I feel if there's been like little tempered arguments, by the end of the week, this can get onto a full-on brawl. So hopefully you're not, inviting the old person around the new person, because that is going to be a shit show. Somebody may just up and just show up at your workplace, show up at a child's event, just show up. And then it's like a shit show. So be conscious and careful and try to keep, everything. Try to make these real decisions and again, trimming the fat is what I would say. Singles, again, get out there, because again, there's going to be a lot of potential, a lot of people vying for your attention, people from your past coming back, and definitely a new great potential of someone new that could come in your life now. I feel like you guys are solid, you're stable, you're feeling really good about yourself, you have a lot of support coming your way, and you have someone who's not going to let you go. But again, that's only because you have so many good things going on that your focus and your energy is not toward them. So that's what I have for you guys. Definitely check out that extended in the link below, because I want to look a little bit deeper into this particular person, how they feel, what are the challenges going to be, what are some of their regrets, how do they view you, what are their actions going to be towards you, and what will be the results of their actions, as well as looking into some of these love cards of how they want to express their feelings for you. So if you're interested in that, click that link below and we can get started. Otherwise, let me know in the comment section below, because I would love to know who is this for, who is vying for who. And again, it doesn't necessarily have to be just love related. It could be family members, right? So a son doesn't like your significant other, a brother, that sort of thing. I just get dueling. And it's something are happening around you, most definitely. So again, share with us if you'd like. I personally would love to hear from you. If you would like something personal with me, I can be reached in the beginning and into this video, as well as the link below. And if you are new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I will be back, yes, me, with another one. Take care, Taurus.